I've always seen Savannah. I've been here 25 years, almost 26 years. I've always seen it as an LGBT friendly community.
It shockingly is for Georgia.
Yeah, I've always seen it. I just
And
people say no, you're in Savannah.
I mean,
you're
if
not
you
gonna
take
go for that.
this, and I even said this in the panel, would we have a historic preservation movement if not, Millsby Lane?
Yeah.
And if you want to take it to the book, Jim Williams, who was a historic preservationist and saved a number of buildings.
Yes.
They were all gay.
Yeah.
A great number of the early historic preservationists
Yeah.
were gay.
Yeah.
There were in leadership roles in our local civil rights movement. My name is Sean Brandon. I sit on the board for First City Network. First City Network bills itself as Georgia's oldest LGBT organization. Their founding goes back to the early 80s, late 70s. And I'm here at the invitation of Savannah State because we like to talk to students, tell them what the organizations in Savannah are, where they can reach out for help, where they can reach out for networking, and just provide all that information as needed.
Yeah.
I really want someone to go into city archives and actually start looking up the history. The problem is, it would all be in code. Because no one in 1920 Savannah was using the word gay.
Absolutely.
You're going to have to figure out what the code words were
And then
for that period of time. And then as you go through, then you can start seeing.
put it together. Yeah.
So my name is Michael Sharp. I work in University Housing and Residence Life at Savannah State. The Safe Space program is really for our LGBTQIA students to have a place to come and speak with faculty or staff about any issues they may have, either what's coming out to their family or any issues they're having in their personal life, relationship-wise, just anything. A safe space so that they feel comfortable and come talk to us about. They don't have to go look for a person. We have stickers that are on our doors that say safe space so that they know that when they go to these different offices that this is a safe space that they can come talk to somebody about. We have First City Network and Savannah Pride members on campus today to give out resources to anyone who identifies as LGBTIQ or any other students so that they know that the city of Savannah has resources that they can also take advantage of.
The huge transgender population we have here, and they're everywhere. And they hold potlucks. They have parties together. They're just, I don't think people realize how many.
That's why I said it's very friendly. I've heard people talk that that there's a negative thing with LGBT people in Savannah. I'm thinking about I've never had that. I've been here almost 30 years. I haven't experienced it.
There is this subtle undercurrent. Someone once told me Savannah's either 20 years ahead or behind in everything.
I want to say
no middle ground. But there is this subtle undercurrent because there's this tension between we are a very open, welcoming city.
Yes.
We are also a very religious city.
And conservative. Extreme.
And the two have a tension to them.
Yeah.
And there's an undercurrent to that. No one's, well, I'm not going to say no one. It is rare today that someone in the middle of Bay Street is beaten up because they're gay.
Yeah.
Much more common, though, are looks, behind the back comments.
Discrimination in terms of...
And those are issues that, they really go to what's in your heart.
Yeah. Here as Dean of Students is to serve first as an advocate for our student population, to survey our campus to see what needs and resources that the varying populations need within the community. Today we're doing a resource table for our LGBTQ student population to ensure them that there are resources for them to connect them with the resources out in the Savannah community. Savannah is a very LGBTQ friendly city, and as well as Savannah State. Our population is growing, and so we reach out to our students to figure out what resources that they need that we don't have here on campus. And so again, working with community constituencies, we can ensure that we are pushing them to the right resources and making sure that we're meeting the needs of those students.
Art issues take way longer to deal with
Yeah.
than the basic, hey, don't beat someone up on Bay Street because you don't like how they are.
Yeah.
So,
It's a part of the deep-rooted South. That's why I was speaking to the young man. You're in the South. You're in a Black community, and it's our students here. We know that there are students in leadership that are gay, but they're not necessarily out, but we know that they exist and they have their own little culture, and they're fine. And then his thing is, if you're going to be, then don't hide behind that, be out. So that's the struggle that he's having.
but
because
not
he's-
everyone wants to. I will say, you all are years ahead.
Mhm.
I went to Hampton
Mhm.
undergrad.
Oh, wow.
The first LGBT organization was chartered in February of this year.
This year?
Yes.
Wow. Really?
And it's, it wasn't anything that anyone was actively working against LGBT organizations. It's just, I don't know, I just think for a long time they didn't know how to
Deal with
it. And they would often say like, well, we just don't tolerate discrimination. It's just period. So
Just leave it at that.
why do you need an organization?
Yeah. The struggle, like I said, we've had is
And that
getting
was-
it to be up and running. That's the struggle we've had.
And now they have been chartered, I think they've got at least like 10, 15
Oh, good.
students in it.
Is that a Greek letter?
No,
It's just a regular
it's called Mosaic.
mosaic. Oh.
There's branches of it.
I think I saw it on Georgia
at a few
State's
schools, yeah.
website. Yeah. Yeah, we've struggled with having. I think what helped us out a lot was when we had our first transgender youth school, and that forced us to, really just look at it and say to the campus community, okay, because we did have some problems with him and some of the students, but he was understanding, I guess, because he was older. I think he was like 28. He was older. And then when we got Jemiah, it was kind of like, okay, we've already been down this road.
We know what to do.
We know what to do. We've already moved in terms of housing. We were already starting to push that, because in student affairs you hear the different trends. And so Sharp and I just said, okay, listen, we need to get, housing together. So he's researching. So I think that helped us out. Because had we not had that experience, I think it would have been a cold shock having the influx this year.
And
It was in a cold shock.
the society is just shit.
Yeah.